day, everyone.
Good day. Good day, sir.
Yeah, my name is Rashid Wahi. I'm here to present a topic: business intelligence and social network. Yeah. You all have been listening to a lot of lectures, a lot of training on business intelligence. So I'm not going to bore you into details of what business intelligence really means. But one thing we all know, and one thing we all know, and we will agree to, is that the speed of making a decision is becoming incredibly important, and that is for business users. They need to make decisions in a timely manner. So, therefore, we have been working around business intelligence in order to make them achieve that particular purpose. What is the purpose? To make decision in a timely manner. But in the social world, we all understand that it has to do with a lot of users. And for example, Facebook, they have millions of users, millions and billions, if I'm not wrong. And here we live in a social world, definitely, and we can see all these social platforms. Facebook, YouTube, Microsoft Link. We are aware that we had a meeting yesterday using Microsoft Link, which some of us happens to join online. So a lot of details like that. And no one here can tell me that it doesn't really involve in any of the social networks. At least you must have one, and at least one. I'm very sure of that. Am I wrong? Yeah. Thank you. So, it takes me to the next question. Analytical tools are still too complicated for business users to use. What do I mean by this? Some business users still make use of analytical tools, which just gives a lot of analytics about their data and the stuff. They look complex sometimes, and they don't really get what they're intended to do with those analysis. For example, Google Analytics. A web developer that uses Google Analytics, what do I mean? Google Analytics, what they do is they make people to install a particular script on their web server or their website rules, in which this script helps generate some data or some details for that particular website. Meaning that if you install a Google Analytics tools or script on your website, you can actually view details of how users visit your website. You can, from which country the user is visiting the website from, what pages are they visiting. You can see a lot of things, and from there you can gather a lot of details. But all these things are always in analytic modes. They do have graphical interface too. But they are complicated to some users. Looking at the interface only could get you confused. So, what are the key requirements for a social BI? Because BI is what will make it more easier for business users to make a good decision. So, personalization and individual workspace. Personalization. Facebook, for example. I came in as a user on Facebook. I wrote my name, put in some details, my email, my age, my country, the school I attended, and all those things. Those are the details of users. Those are the things we'll need to gather in the social environment. Desktop integration, email search. For example, Google. They in a way, so let me cite this. Many of us don't know this. Let me just quickly check this then. Google is they are very good when it comes to getting data from users. For example, once you log in with your email, or probably once you sign into Google Chrome, I know most of us use Google Chrome, right? So Google Chrome, in a way, once you log in into Google Chrome, they sign you in. Every details you do on that browser is being logged. You might not know. All the details are being logged. your history, sites you visited, your searches, everything is being logged. And you can easily go and check all this in your Google account. They use a one account that you can use to log into all your applications on Google. So that is like a desktop integration which allows them to gather data. And they use all this data in their social platform, which is known as Google+. Now, annotations and discussion threads, whiteboarding, presence awareness, chatting and instant messaging. Now, let me quickly say this. Chatting, Facebook. I recently had something, I'm not sure how true it is, but as an analyst or an aspiring analyst, I can visually see or think what they're trying to, if they can actually achieve it or not. What am I saying? I recently heard that Facebook can determine if a relationship is going to break in the next 6 months or not. It's funny, right?
And how are you going to die?
It's funny. Actually, it might be funny, but there might be some kind of little understanding or little, let's say little percentage of probability of how this can be achieved. Once they know a user on Facebook is married, fine, but using some kind of with their chatting application, they can actually siphon key phrases that you use. You know, chatting with probably a female, and you're using some kind of word like love consistently to another person that is not your wife. You know some keywords that could really work upon it. You understand? So it's a very interesting stuff, but believe me, it is possible. It is possible. They could work on this and get some a lot of details. Searching, subscribing, and friendly. Friendly. Adding friends. That is what that really means. When you have a friend, they get to trace the data of your friends with yours. They look at the relation. They can suggest something or a friend that is similar with that kind of relationship with you. Maybe you just attend the same school. You can suggest people who attend the same school to you to have as friendly. That's that. So where do we begin? Social. Remember we're talking about business intelligence in social environment. You focus on the business goals and the business users. Definitely. You keep the end user in mind from the start and walk through it. Decouple the data collection. You are collecting the data from several people, several users from different places around the world. And these data are being collected, they are being worked on, they are being chopped, they are being categorized into geographical locations and all those stuff. So a lot of work are being done on this. So you shouldn't just look at it as a small data, it's a big data. Now the Facebook scenario, let me quickly explain this. As you can see on the diagram, we have a user here, and some things are being collected from the user. And on the other side, we have page likes. If a user like a particular page, don't think that they don't know. They know that they like this page. They extract that you like this kind of page. If the page happens to be a non-governmental page, maybe a donation page, which happens to take care of children, they know you like children. These data are being gathered. They can suggest more pages of similar content to you. They look at the group you join, the members of those groups. They look at what they have in similarities. They work around all this data. Then what about the friend interest? Now they look at your friend. They look at what they are interested in. When you have friends like 20 friends, and 10 of your friends are interested in a particular gaming page. What do? They feel that, okay, most of your guys are in love with it. Definitely, you might be in love with a game too, with that particular game. So they can use that to suggest things to you and a lot of things. So basic information about you too, your work, your sex, your male or female, the location and other things. Now, how do they really make use of all this data? They have been storing all this data, getting them from different cities, from your pages and all the likes. They we actually make a lot of money with this. How? People, let's say, for example, in Nigeria, they believe that, okay, 20 million people access Facebook in a day, either through desktop or mobile application or any forms of means. There are any means of accessing it. Now, you know that there are 20 million people accessing this. Another, people come to advertise on it so that people can get to know about their business or their products. For example, a shopping mall. Let's say there is this online shopping mall in Nigeria called Konga. There is another one called Jumia. I think they are spreading around West Africa and North Africa. They could come around and say, okay, let me advertise on Facebook. I want this certain set of people to see what I'm doing. You know, I want to engage people. So they come to Facebook and they put in their adverts, they put in their image, and look at here. You have to put in their targeted audience, because let's say they just came into South Africa and they want to really get the market in South Africa. So they want to make this advert specific for South Africans. So they have to enter these details, put in their target. If they feel that, okay, we don't need a 60-year-old, maybe someone that is selling something that is unique to youth. I can't think of one now. Maybe a product that is unique to youth. So it will set an age range, whereby, okay, it won't get to 40 years. I can say between 60 and 40 years old. So it will set that age range so that it will targeted. It's going to get those people he really wanted. So after setting up these details, the advertiser inputs a particular targeted amount in which he wants to spend on the advert, and this thing walks around. And what does it do? The advert comes in display. But before the advert comes to display, there is a lot of things that work around it. It doesn't just go to anybody. It has to understand the target of the advertisers. Are we together? It understands the target of the advertiser, the targeted audience. So it looks for, okay, anybody that is coming, that is visiting Facebook from South Africa, and his or her age is between this. That's the person that wants to show this advert, and he presents it to the person using the data they have been gathering. Are we together? So that is how this really works, and it's so amazing that you don't just get your advert to people that are not really interested, or that the product is not useful for them. No, so you spend your money wisely. Facebook helps you to manage your money wisely, which means that the user is happy and the businesses are happy. Everyone is happy. Why? Because of business intelligence. And with this, I'll round up that business intelligence is very, very important in social networking and can easily make business users make decisions in a timely manner. Thank you very much.